I'm Danielle Droich. I'm a career and leadership coach for mission-driven professionals who are mid to senior in their career. And today I want to talk to you about a tension that so many people wrestle with, especially when they hit a point in their career when they start to wonder, what am I actually doing with my career? Or even my life generally? Am I even headed in the right direction? This video is about the difference between ambition and alignment, and why chasing traditional success might not lead to true fulfillment. Let's start with ambition. Ambition is a word we celebrate. We're taught to reach, strive, achieve, and ambition often means aiming for what society tells us is success. A better title, the higher salary, the spotlight, the accolades, the viral moments. In many workplaces, it's about recognition. I remember working in an organization where the way to get ahead was to get noticed. Get quoted in the news, publish something important, win an award, be seen by senior leadership. And many of us, myself included, was good at it. We organized our time and energy around moving upward, checking those ambition boxes. And in fact, many of us were trained from this at an early age. Gold stars, straight A's, scholarships, leadership roles. It's easy to build your life around the upward climb. But what happens when you get there and you still feel empty? After 20, maybe 25 years in the workforce, I started to realize something. Every time I hit that next rung on the ladder, a new title, an exciting campaign win, recognition, I'd feel proud for a moment. But then it was on to the next thing. And there's always that next level to climb. And at some point, I had to admit something difficult to myself. Even though I had achieved so much, I didn't feel whole. I had everything I wanted, a career that looked impressive from the outside, work I could rationalize as meaningful. I told myself, I'm doing this for the environment, I'm doing it for my daughter's future, I'm doing what matters. And yet I still had that aching feeling like something important was missing. That's when I began a different kind of journey, what I now call the search for alignment, although I'm still not totally sold on that word, because alignment isn't about checking off boxes in the next success marker. It's not about a destination or a finish line. It's about internal congruence, that your career, your actions, and your energy are aligned with who you really are. It's knowing your strengths and using them every day. It's working in a way that reflects your values and not just your resume. It's defining success for yourself beyond what your peers, your company, or your industry expects of you. When I started questioning what actually made me feel alive, not just what made me look accomplished, I realized how far I had wandered from that essential part of myself. This wasn't about throwing away ambition. It was about redirecting it, aligning it with what actually nourished me. So what does alignment feel like? It feels like clarity, your own definition of success, not someone else's. It feels like energy, the kind that sustains you and not drains you. It feels like ease, not that work is easy, but that you're in the right lane. And most of all, it feels like fulfillment, even when that path is slower or less shiny. Alignment happens when you're using your strengths, your work reflects your values, you stop sacrificing your well-being to prove your worth, and you choose goals that fit who you are, not who you think you should be. So here is what I want you to leave with. Alignment isn't a one-time fix. It's not a perfect formula. It's an ongoing process, a practice of listening to yourself, noticing when things feel off, and making that courageous choice to realign. It takes time, it takes self-honesty, but the reward is a career and a life that actually fits. And I can tell you that is true. But if you've been climbing and feel like something is still missing, maybe it's not about climbing higher. Maybe it's time to shift direction.